soldiers have run away from Sokoto State. We'll show you the news on the screen. B.Turji, the bandit leader have told them, run or you'll be eliminated. They have run away. We've not seen any military talk anything about that. We saw how Boko Haram took over military base in Borno State and eliminated many of our Nigerian soldiers with their soul recipes. But it's not causing a crisis between the Fulani and the Hausas. They are not clashing because the band leader was alleged to be a Fulani person, and even that time he has expelled at the Hausas. And Fulanis are now chasing the Hausas away from their land. It is causing controversy in the north. If you are watching for the first time, kindly subscribe to this YouTube channel, on notifications. Drop a comment, click the like button, like this video, and also share this video to others. The Afan evangelists, there is a crisis in the north. Fulani and Hausa are having differences. What do you have to say about that?
Yeah, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, wherever you're watching us. I remember my humble self, that the Afan evangelist, and I will continue to air my view at the point of truth. Now listen and listen good. The Fulanis and the Hausas are now crashing. Glory be to God. Let them continue to crash. After all, they are brothers.
They are brothers?
Yeah, they are brothers. They are family. Who bring the Fulanis into Nigeria? No be Hausas. When they were bringing Fulanis, what did they call them? They say them be brothers. So why are they crashing? The same set of people come together last time during the Civil War to fight the Igbos. The genocide that was committed in 1967 down to 1970 in Igbo land, who committed it? The Fulani and the Hausas. So whatsoever they lie, let them go through each other. It's none of my business. If they lie, let Tunji Beru, buy all of them, ransack them, use bomb, use water, use broom, use anything to wipe them. That is their own cup of tea. It doesn't concern me. I am a Biafran man.
So the Igbos should not get themselves involved.
Igbos should, in fact, give themselves 1 million kilometer distance away from the crisis. Because whatsoever that happens, at the end of the day, they will say na Igbos cause. So Igbos must avoid anything involved Nigeria, both in politics, both in protests, both in crashing, both in fighting, but even anything Nigerian peace, Igbos should avoid it. Because at the end of the day, the outcome or the result never they go well.
Now, let's look at this other angle to this particular morning. But what do you think will be the problem between the Hausas and the Fulanis? Ordinarily, people thought that they were brothers before. The Hausa and Fulani are the same. But now they begin to have issues and they begin to be spread all across Nigeria. What do you think is the issue between the Fulani and the Hausas?
The issue is this. When the Igbos, they target Igbo Q. This is something that they saw. There is an adage that says when an elderly people sit down, what they see, that a child will stand up, he will not see it. We, the Biafran, the Igbos, we are older people. So what we saw that shall befall Nigeria, or that is coming to fall on Nigeria, Nigerian people are yet to see. The Hausas are yet to see. The Yorubas are yet to see. Many Nigerians, including Plateau State, they are yet to see. And that is what go to Benue people, and that is what is falling on them today. Do you understand? So that is what is happening, working on them today and against them today. So let them stop crying. It is the market that they buy. So let them sell it. Because when we saw it, they accused us and they put every blame on us, and everybody, all Nigeria, focus on Igbo man and buy Igbo people. And now it is their turn. What goes around comes around. The law of karma is real, and that is what is happening to the Plateau. That is what is happening in Benue. That is happening in Borno. That is what is happening in Sokoto. That is what now they pursue Muhammadu Buhari away from Katsina. He ran to Kaduna. From Kaduna now, he ran out of Nigeria. They run. More are still coming. And the Plateau man, Yakubu go on. You never run. You go still run. You will still run.
Because it's the truth. Yakubu go on has left. He has left the north.
Nigeria is now.
Muhammadu Buhari has left the north.
Yes.
Obasanjo is still in Abeokuta.
In Abeokuta here, Ogun State.
Jonathan is still in Otoke.
Yeah, of course.
Buhari has run away.
All of them. Evil men. Them that
what are they running away?
Cook themselves against the Igbos. them that gang themselves to commit the suicide, you know, to massacre in Igbo land. The nemesis is telling on them, it is now their turn. When they were doing it, they believed that nothing they happen, nothing they solve. Now, something done they happen to them. Why are they running? When they run, their children will pay for it. I'm repeating it. Let them run. When they run finish, their children will pay for it.
Now, let's take a look at what happened also in Imo State. Opus Odima reportedly gave Muslims 2.1 billion to go to Mecca. We saw your governor in Ebonyi State too. He gave Muslims the other time 500 million to go to Mecca. People are saying that these are the plantings of the north in Igbo land. Do you agree that these governors were planted by the north to disrupt the lives of the Igbos?
I have been saying it time with that number. There are Fulani governors imposed on the Igbo people in Igbo land. You can see the handwriting on the wall now. You can see what is happening now. Let me tell you, you see 2.1 billion naira will go a long way in the life of every indigenous of Imo State. Even if at all there is a small shop, call it a firm, it will employ 1 or 2, 3 persons to work there and be earning salary monthly. And the load will come out from the government and the state and the local government and from the family too. But the way most of them did not see it in that angle, he did not see it that way because he must satisfy his masters. So that was why he gave that kind of money to the Fulanis. Likewise, we Furu, Ebonyi State, have to do a Furefu, have to, you know, support and to do his own as well. And there are so many indigenous of Ebonyi State, Imo State, who are looking for work. There are so many indigenous of Ebonyi State and Imo State who needed money to start up something. Who needed money to start up a little business. Who needed money to get something good for the family and to survive in life. They themselves did not see those ones because those ones are not part of their criminalism. They are not part of the Fulani masters, colonial masters. They are not part of them. That is why they did not see them. And let me tell you, what happened to 4 opposed of them promises? About 1,000 indigenous of Imos, which he promised and snapped in a video and put it on social media, that is going to send them to Obodo Igbo, 1,000 of them. This 2.1 billion is enough to sponsor these people. But to how far? How market? And how market? Have they been sponsored to Europe? The answer is no. That is to tell you that what I've been saying, that these people are Fulani imposed governors, that is exactly what they are. They don't care about the Igbos, but they are an element that the Fulanis have been using, and they want to continue to use such, you know, to penetrate the Igbos and to reduce the number of the Igbo youths.
Now, there's another news again, and it's a very bad news for the Igbos in Nigeria. They may not be able to produce presidency in Nigeria again. It says that the National Assembly has rejected rotational presidency. That means presidency should have been shared from the northwest, northeast, north central, southwest, south and south. But they said no, only north and south. I said that this is targeted so that the Igbos will never become president. What do you have to say about that?
Yeah, I am happy that what happened has happened. The Nigerian government has put it like that, and it has become an official, you know, and with the officiality of it, you know, the thing have made it clear to what I have been saying, that we are not one Nigeria. Igbos are not included in Nigeria, and Igbos can never be part of Nigeria. And that is why the IPOB, indigenous people of Biafra, is saying it, let us go, we want to quit Nigeria. After all, Nigeria is not worth dying for. Those that have died for Nigeria, what did they stand to gain? The family has been abandoned. The family are not being taken care of. So why should the others, you know, volunteer themselves or to come out to sacrifice themselves for the country like Nigeria? It doesn't make sense to me. It means nothing to me. So with that happened, it is a clear vision which I have been saying that the Igbos are marginalized, they are not recognized, they are not even needed, neither are they being wanted, neither are we being valid in this country. So it is obvious that they have made it openly now. So let everybody, and the whole world has seen it now. So let us go. Biafra should go. Free mass and Nnamdi.
After 2 weeks ago, Biafra evangelists, we saw the army. They are telling the Igbos, please come and join the military. And we soon saw how, but the Igbos are refused to join the military. People are saying that tomorrow the Igbos should not come out and be crying, oh, we have been marginalized again. Should the Igbos join the military to at least be a par with the Fulanis, the Hausa, the Yorubas, and the Middle Belt?
Now, Igbos supposed to join the military, and Igbos would have joined the military. But are you joining the military of a country where you are not being recognized? Are you joining the military of a country where you are not being valued? Neither are you being, recognized or seen as one. You are joining a military that are set as a platform to eliminate the Igbo youth. Is it the kind of the military you want them to join? Look at what has happened, about 4 of them, which one I can vividly remember. Akachukwu from Oshiri, Ebonyi State, has been buried in the cemetery in Borno State. A boy of 22, 23 years. That is the one I can remember. They are about 4 in number. And there are many like that.
What in that under Buhari, that yes, we are from Amotekun, but they don't have a sophisticated weapon. The governor has complained that they call them Operation Rainbow in Plateau State, but the government has refused to give them AK-47 to defend themselves. Now the other people too have AK-47. Now it is the hand of the government. What do you think the government should do to help Plateau people?
The government should give them that Operation Rainbow or whatsoever they call themselves. Should be well equipped. That is what I'm saying. Well equipped.
The state government kind of, the federal government has not allowed them to have AK-47.
Then if the federal government do not allow them to carry out AK-47, let them look for other alternatives to be able to withstand that AK-47 and use the one in their hand to do what they need for. And at the same time, we should ask, what is stopping government not to allow them to have AK-47? Why did the government refuse to allow them to use AK-47? And if truly the government does not allow them to acquire AK-47 in order to curb the insecurity that is already on the ground, that means the government are the one sponsoring the Boko Haram or sponsoring the herdsmen. That is why they don't want anything. See, my brother, the government, the politicians should be seriously checkmate. If all these people could not be funded and fortified and equipped like that, then the Fulanis are the one that entitled to such, possession of high arms in their hands. Government should be checkmated.
Former governor of Benue State, Samuel Otom, said at that time, and it's on record, that Miyetti Allah should be declared as terrorists. If you can declare IPOB a terrorist who have not went outside the Golan to kill anybody, that the Miyetti Allah should be declared terrorist. Do you agree that Miyetti Allah should be declared a terrorist?
That is what they are. And that is
that's what they are?
That is what they are. They are terrorists. And they should be called as one. But why they are yet to be, named or tagged the terrorists? Because they are Nigeria. Because they are Fulanis. But the IPOB that are Igbos, the IPOB that are Biafra, who has not committed any crime, are the one that Nigeria are using one room to call them, from 3 lawyers and tag them terrorists. The people that have not killed a butterfly in another man's land. You understand? And this thing, in addition to this, Igbophobia, that is what is playing against the IPOB, Igbophobia. Those ones are not Igbos. So to them, they have rights to do anything in this country and see scot-free. But Igbos, Biafrans, doesn't have that kind of rights. And you still claim that we are one. Then, my brother.
We saw last week how Miyetti Allah threatened that anybody that which owns the Fulani will be faced with violence. I was asking that, such a statement to warrant this kind of person to be arrested. What do you have to say about that?
They are supposed to be behind counter, if not possible. Threatening. Do you know the meaning of threatening of life? It's against the law. Threatening of life is against the law. But Nigeria is not seeing it, and Nigeria is not taking law towards that direction. Nigeria is not seeing it towards that direction because they have become an instrument in the hand of Nigerian government. So Nigerian government, I believe, they are the one, the brain behind, they are the one using these people to achieve one or two aims best known to them. Because if Igbos are the one, threatening federal government or threatening the people of Nigeria like this, I believe that the CDS Musa would have jumped up and Brutai and Co. come out with every critique and Tinubu displayed his wickedness in the highest order. And let me tell you, they will not succeed. Sorry, my beloved brother. When this man rose up to kill all these Al-Qaeda people, some people say they were innocent Al-Qaedas, innocent Fulanis. That's what the people say. They were innocent. But look at it now. The same people that are called innocent or regarded as innocent are the ones that have risen up to do what? To kill about 200 soldiers in Burkina Faso, attempting again to assassinate Burkina Faso president.
Now, Bevel Evangelist, Imam Traore has said that in their country, if you're a terrorist, you'll be eliminated. That they don't do repentant terrorists in their country. Is that why? Because he follows Vladimir Putin, and we know that Vladimir Putin does not forgive terrorists. Is that why they want to eliminate this man? Because they have said no mercy for terrorists in Burkina Faso. If you're a terrorist, you will go down. What do you have to say?
Yes. That one contributes too. That's why they want to eliminate him. They want to eliminate him because he hates evil. Let me tell you, no good government and no good president will give a handshake to a terrorist. No. I repeat, no good government and no good president will give a handshake to anything called terrorist, except that government is a terrorist government or that president is a terrorist president. That is the president that will give a handshake to any terrorist group or person now. It is only in Nigeria that I will see people saying that the terrorists have repented. You include them in the military. And the same people that include them in the military are the ones that are buying the military of the country. And that is why the Nigerian military is becoming weaker and weaker day by day. But in Burkina Faso, the young man wants to strengthen up his military in order to curb the insecurity that is coming from this terrorist group. And that is why they want to eliminate him. That's number one. Number two, I will not forget to continue saying what I am saying. Macron, Europeans are being the chief architects of what has been going on because they don't want to hands off their colonialism over Africans. Because they don't want Africa to rise. They don't want anything good to take place in Africa. Imagine what is happening in Nigeria. You see B.Turji working freely. A man that has taken lives, giving people quick notice in their land, over 500 in Sokoto, and they have evacuated in Sokoto to avoid being fined. And federal government knows all this, and they are not doing anything. But somebody that have not even killed a cockroach is the one appearing in the court every day. You see, so all these things are the support and the help of the Europeans. Look at Simon Ekpan too. Nigeria is Muslim. Thank God now they cannot hustle again because their muscle has been muscled down. God has muscled Nigerian muscle down. You understand? So everything is going on according to Europeans. Do you know? Let me tell you this: the British contributed immensely on what is happening to Mazen Nnamdi Kanu and Simon Ekpan. They contributed immensely on what has been happening to the Igbos. In case you don't know, Nigeria did not defeat Igbos Biafra in the Biafran War. Who are the people who fought the Biafran War? The British, the Russians, the Americans. The Europeans are the ones that fought the Biafra, not Nigeria. Nigeria Sea Road. Because of what? The resources that is in Nigeria. And that's resources mostly which Nigeria is using. The oil, national cake, is what Nigeria is using to develop the places that they are developing beside the Igbo land. And that resources is coming from the Igbo housing. You see why they are fighting against Biafra from exiting from Nigeria.
A man was there that time. He said that he fought old man now. He said he fought the civil war.
Good.
Though he fought on the Nigerian side.
Okay.
But he said something. He said they thought that the civil war would have just ended in just like 2-3 days. But they were surprised at the Igbo. I want to put it. He called it technology. That unbelievable. It lasted 3 years. Do you think that what do you think that and how do you think that Igbos were able to manage that civil war then?
You don't need to ask me how the Igbos are managed. You should have used what is happening now. How is Igbos managing to survive in the country, in this country, Nigeria? Despite the fact that they are not being recognized both in the government, in every diaspora of Nigeria, yet we are surviving. It is the grace of God. It is the strength of God. It is the ability of God. It is a divine wisdom of God. It is an empowerment from above. It is not what somebody can give to Igbos. It is a special gift from the Lord God Almighty. Igbos are special people, and they are because they are special people, they are divinely, blessed by God.
But a controversy is raging on social media at that time. Are the Igbos truly, because people are they having divergent opinion about that, are the Igbos truly connected to the Jews from Israel?
That is the question, and people will continue to ask that question. But we that are connected know, yes, that we are connected. The Israel too knows that, yes, we are connected. So we don't bother, and I'm not bothered about what another person that is not connected, is saying. Let me tell you, when I see my blood, I know my blood. My brother, Mr. Anchor, when you see your blood, won't you recognize your blood? So you cannot tell me, or you don't need to ask that question. What the people are saying, how do we? Why won't I know when I see my blood? The Bible said, when I see the blood, I will pass over. I will know that these ones are mine. So when I see my own, I know my own. And the Bible said again that my own, I know my own, and my own knows me, and they hear me whenever I speak to them. So we know ourselves, and when we see one another, we recognize that, yes, this is my blood.
Now let's look at this another angle again. Burkina Faso. Do you think that other African leaders should take a cue by expelling foreign agencies? Because he said we have gold, but we don't have any gold deficit, any gold deposits. But after he became the military president, Burkina Faso is now having gold deposits. Should other African leaders embrace Ibrahim Traore?
Yes, but do you know? See, it baffles me, and I'm highly disappointed, and I am ashamed of Nigeria, because this kind of a thing, and this kind of action doesn't supposed to be coming